Okay, I'm back. Had to take a little part 2 segment because I don't know, it's unnerving when you get a camera that doesn't want to work. Anyways, got my oil. What I did was I filled up the bottom of this pan for the Chile Rellenos that I'm going to be frying with the egg whites. And I have the oil just enough to cover the bottom. I don't have to fill it up all the way. So with the canola oil, and of course I wanted to put the California olive oil in there, extra virgin olive oil in there, just to give that little flavor. And it doesn't necessarily have to be half and half, but I'm going to use half and half. And I have my cheeses here ready to put in with the Chile Rellenos. And then I have my cheddar cheese, and then I have my Monterey, and you can also use pepper jack cheese. That's a good one. And I have 2 kinds of mozzarella. This is kind of a stringy mozzarella. I really like it. It's if you want that little stringy, you could use that. I know I'm eating this because I can. They're good. Okay, so put that aside. Got my cream retarder, got my spoon. So that's heating up. And what I'm going to do is get my eggs together. So I'm going to move this aside for right now. I'm going to show you how to do the eggs real quick. Alright? So I'm going to come out here, get my practically frozen bowl. I love it. And then, I've been keeping my egg whites real cold, so, and I would say, I don't know, you kind of have to wing it. But if you want to be precise, you can measure. And this is egg whites, so I'm going to figure them. They better be good, they better fluff up, right? I like when they don't. That's about, I used about 8 ounces. I don't have very many rellenos, so that's about 8 ounces. And plus, you can tell the difference. This is a little cloudy and this is a little bit. So I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, we're going to go with doing the eggs. Like I said, I'll be very upset. So if you can just kind of mix it. This is my mother's old beater. I saw it and I just said, oh, it's hiding special for me. You know, I know we get attached to some things, and I don't care, I'm going to get attached a little bit. They were attached. I don't think there's nothing wrong with getting attached to some things. Oh yeah, they're fluffing up nice. So I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the egg whites in here. I'm going to pause that real quick because I got to get my flour. If you want to use non-gluten, use corn flour. And you know what? I might just go ahead and use the corn flour. I forgot to get it out, but I know you can hear me. Medium. You can do half and half. Do I have the corn flour? Samola. If I don't, then I'm going to have to use the regular flour, which I can't find. Also, garbanzo flour. They have garbanzo flour. Perfect. You get a plate. And go ahead and put some of that. Because this is what I'm going to roll my rellenos in. So, you want to do non-gluten? Use the corn flour. And then I'm going to mix a little bit of seasoning in it. Some pepper. That's about a couple teaspoons. And that's about a good, I'd say about 3/4 or a cup. Oh, wrong way. So we're going to put some salt in there because we want it seasoned, nice and seasoned. Who doesn't put salt in their flour and stuff. I mean, gee, gotta kind of mix that up. Get these knives out of the way right now. And there you have it. That's simple. Nothing really. And you know what? I was thinking, I meant to tell you about those peppers. I mean, I was thinking as I was getting them, I was thinking, why does our food, there's so many complaints about E. coli, and it's supposed to be organic. Well, for one, I would never put cow manure in my soil. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. I mean, that's food. I don't think it was meant for us to put cow manure in our soil. And I hate to say that while I'm cooking, but you know what? Cow manure, why would you want to put cow manure in your soil? And then you wonder why your lettuce and your vegetables are full of E. coli. Hello? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Oh, you geniuses out there. Crying out loud. I was going to say. So I get that whipped up. And while that's whipping up, and the taste of my brain. And you know, there are many countries that they allow their children to drink wine as part of their culture. And if you have a problem with it, I don't need any offense, but Mom will take us to Mexico and we have shots of tequila. I think my grandmother had some moonshine. Oh my God. How that's getting nice and pretty. Beautiful. You want it like a stiff peak? It's not like milk. Just turn that around. I want to get it all in there. Okay, got that done. And now I'm gonna do the egg yolks. There were 3 egg yolks. That's nice and fluffy, see? Yeah, see? I want to get the egg yolks kind of fluffy. We have to get a spatula. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that in there. So I'm going to put a little bit of this, I'd say about a tablespoon. What it's going to do is going to bind. There you go. You have to do this kind of quick because what happens is the egg whites start to separate. Oh, I forgot to put the cream of tartar in it. Oh, I gotta put that in there. So if you forget, no freak out. Then go back, dry this off. What is this? Oh, that's enough. Rewash this. Sorry. I have certain towels that I use for certain things. And then what we want to do gonna put that. I don't know why I do that. Ha ha. It's a habit. I guess it's a good habit. I don't know. Anyways, okay, where was I? Oh, I'm gonna put the cream of tartar in there. Where is it? There it is. That's why I almost forgot about it. Now make sure you got all your stuff together. Your mise en place. Let's put about half a teaspoon. Splattered, didn't it? So I'm going to put this aside. I'm done with this, so stick it aside. It's really neat. You can pop it out. You know, I don't know if they do them anymore, but you can easily just pop them out like that. So, these little hand mixers come in handy. So I'm going to add that in there like that. Fold that in there. We go from the outside in. I learned that in my culinary class too. Outside in. You can imagine it's real similar to a souffle, right? Alrighty. Starting to get in my eyeballs here. So I have that going. And now, I'm going to lower that. Bring this back. Put that aside. The multitask here. Alrighty. I want to be able to show you how wonderful this dish is. So, now we have our egg whites and our plate of flour, corn flour. Sorry, put that over there. Oh well. And I'm thinking as I'm cleaning up here, and I have my meat filling, which is going to be beautiful. And then I'm just going to, as I fill them up, I'm going to stick them in there. I'm going to use a spoon, and if that spoon doesn't work, try to get something that is a little bit, this is better. Because it has the holes in it, which makes it, you know what, it's a little cloudy in here. So, we'll open this up. Try to open up the window a little bit. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can see a little bit cloud in here. My ventilation isn't that great. So, okay. So what I want to do is, let me put this over here. I want you to see. What I do is I put it on the plate on there, and then I'll just get some meat. And you could use poblano peppers, but you know what? I don't want to use poblano. And I think if you're really crafty, you're okay with using just this. Put that cheese in there, kind of fold it up, and just kind of cover that up with the flour. And just kind of smash it down like that. should have a perfect Chile Relleno. If it pokes out, don't worry, don't freak out. And then I'm going to transfer it into the egg white, cover it up gently. Then sometimes you can just grab it by the stem and just kind of gently put it in there. Did you see that? It's really not that hard. So here I go again. And you see how that's broken up? Watch. Watch and learn. Oh, forgot. And put a piece of cheese on there. I can hear my mom. Tan muy chiquitos. Mom, I got this. And then I want to go over here and I'm going to turn it over. See how beautiful that is? And then I want to put it on a plate. Let me use a square plate. Sorry, I have my back towards you. Let me put I'm going to put some napkins on it. You can use paper towels, napkins. However, if you want to use it, you can drain them. Actually, I do have a drainer. I was thinking about using this, but I'm not going to need that. We'll use that. The spatula. I have a drainer in here somewhere. Reach down and find it. I know I should have had all this stuff ready, but you know what? It's been one of those weeks. So, okay. That little screen is going to play a really important part here. And I just wanted enough to be golden. See how beautiful that is? Just like my mom used to make them. So we actually used to watch each other in the kitchen while we cooked. She would watch me, I would watch her. Such an intimate moment that we had together. Oh, what I would do to have one more of those moments. Okay. So what I'm going to do, see that cheese is trying to poke out, but don't freak out. Oh, the filling's coming out, huh? Okay. Yeah, put that in. But all that is, well, let's go ahead and put it in there. And sometimes you have to use a spoon all the way to take it out. But if you do it real quick, it'll hold. So cool. And I might go back and just cover that little hole up. You have to be very patient. It's not a rush thing. However you want to do it, you can put your cheese in there. Actually, I think I'm going to put the filling in there first. I like putting the filling in there. This one's a nice one. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. And then, yeah. There you go. Started getting a little yucky. I'm going to roll that over. Nice and gently. Okay. Beautiful. Just be patient, you know. This is not, like I said, this is not a rush job. Of course, unless you're in a competition. That's a whole different story. See that? You want to make sure that is completely wrapped in that flour. And you know what made me start using the corn flour instead of the flour? Someone was gluten intolerant. Okay, baby, come on. And it's just a way to just kind of. Okay, that one came apart a little bit. Still don't freak out. What you do is you just go back and you seal it up. No biggie. And when that flips over, it's going to cover. Watch. You'll see. Egg white seals it up. Beautiful. Tedious, huh? They're well worth it after you eat them. Okay. Put some meat in there. And you know what you could use? You don't have to just use, I'm using ground chicken because of dietary reasons, but you can use beef if you want, pork, you know, whatever you want. And the sauce, you can make it a green sauce, you can make it, you don't have to have all that creme fraiche, fancy stuff on it, really, come on. I mean, this is Mexican, this is like authentic. And poblanos, actually, Mexicans use, a lot of Mexicans use a poblano pepper, they dry it out, and they use it for chili powder. And, but we've been using Anaheim peppers forever. Now, some of you may disagree, but we have. We've been using a lot of Anaheim. I mean, my mom came from the deep part of Mexico, so she should have known something, right? So, I can't stand when someone thinks they know more. They haven't even lived where I experienced. Like, really? Come on. I would go to Mexico. You see how that's starting to separate? But I'm not freaking out. Not yet. And because I have a few more peppers, I think I have enough here. And if not, I can always whip up some more. No biggie. Not everything's a competition. God, slow down. I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and I gotta beat this person, and unless I gave me $1 million, I would compete, but I'm not gonna compete. I figure like this. Why should I? Not everything's about competition. Okay. There you go. And I'm just kind of molding that with my fingers. So beautiful, these peppers. I just love them. I think you would absolutely love this. Gently turn it over, like so. You know, these are so gorgeous. I wish you could just see them. And that meat is, I'm telling you, that meat is like absolutely delicious. I'm going to turn it up just a little bit. And I had it on high heat to get that to that smoke point. To get to that smoke point, but now I have it on a medium low because I want it to cook. Not too much, but I want the eggs to cook. But not to the point so that they can bind together when I make the sauce, which is probably going to be part 3. Then you'll see that they'll stay together. And the sauce is delicious. There's a little bit of Mediterranean in there. So I'm going to just pour that in there. Just kind of dunk it in there. You know, I've seen all these people using, like, you're ruining the Chile Relleno. You're using batter? Come on. Batter? I mean, hey, you could use batter, but that's not real Mexican, and that's not real Latin cuisine, I mean, I don't know where that came from. Not where I came from, not from where my parents came. My mother came from. Well, my father, he wasn't from Mexico, as you already know that by now. But my mom, she was a true blue Mexican. I mean, she had her room like dressed up and all these rosaries. It was like her room was like a shrine. She was a true blue Mexican woman, Catholic Mexican woman. So I have to respect her cuisine. So when I cook it. But anyways, I'm going to turn that over. Let me stick to your roots. Love when people stick to their roots. Oh, that's so beautiful. Look how beautiful these are. You gotta see them. Wait till I show you. I mean, these are so, and they don't take long to cook at all. Okay. Hey, I'm not getting on you for trying, but this is just the way to do them. Look at that. Look how beautiful. And then when you bite into that, that cheese is gonna melt with the sauce. I made this for someone, and they're like spoiled. They're like, when are you gonna make them? Gosh, okay, I'll make them for you. That's what I get for spoiling some people. Anyways, I'm gonna put some of this in there. Oops. Yeah, no, I know I'm not as quick as I used to be. But, hey, that's what this video is for. You have time to sit down and watch it? Great. Now this I kind of got from the round mozzarella balls, the mozzarella balls instead of the stringy mozzarella, and it seemed like it was softer, so I'm using it. And there were the mozzarella, and I just squished them. I just smashed them. And you could use that cheese Oaxaca if you want, but I grew up on this, so I'm going to use what I grew up on. And you know, and like I said, I want to use the cheese that I know, that I'm familiar with. And there's nothing wrong with using your cultural cheese, because I love that too. Mama, we used to get panela all the time, and it was delicious. And I know some people that still make it, and I think it's wonderful. But you know, I want to use our cheese. It kind of reminds me. You know, I grew up around Italians, and we had Mexicans, we had Italians, and we were probably the only blended, real blended family in that neighborhood. But we had people from Greece I grew up with, and you know, oh gosh, we had dolmas. I used to call those Greek tamales. They're so delicious. And then, you know, we grew up around, our neighborhood was really diverse. And when we came in there, it was real super diverse. So, go. So much has changed. It's not like it used to be. Oops. Definitely not like it used to be. I love diversity. I love different foods. I love different cultures. I love different cuisines. I really do. And I wish I would have been able to have a little bit more of that growing up. But, you know,